Capricorn, this is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. I'd like to please ask that you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. This is your February 2023 tarot forecast for the month of, February, and for the sign of Capricorn. So welcome, Capricorn. I should have started off with that. Let's see what your energy is for the month of February. So we have balance. You know, I want to talk a little bit about love relationships. I want to talk about how perhaps maybe sometimes you wear a mask in regards to these relationships. You have this happy-go-lucky giving persona, but in reality it kind of feels like you don't trust at all, or you wear a mask and you're chained to specific outcomes, like, you know, sooner or later this person is going to be like everybody else. Sooner or later this person is going to break my heart. Sooner or later this person is going to cheat. Sooner or later this person is going to, sooner or later. So if in February, Capricorn, you are desiring to get into a relationship, you have to break those habits of thinking that everybody else is like the person who broke your heart before, right? If you want to be in a stable, long-lasting relationship, you can't project your insecurities onto other people and expect that shit to work out. It won't, and it doesn't. So you have to bring a little bit of balance into your life. You have to find a place, some place where you can go and you can get to the bottom of why you're harboring these doubts, these insecurities, these uncertainties, why you're harboring this desire to project your pain and hurt caused by others onto people who only want to love you, or to care for you, or to appreciate you, or to recognize you, or to offer you love and companionship and compassion. We can't hold every fucking body accountable for the ignorance and the pain that someone else caused us. Your pattern of losing, your pattern of losing people, or people exiting your lives, or your life will just continue. And it's an awful pattern. It's an awful pattern. And it's heartbreaking. You know, there are people who are like, well, I can never find anyone to love me and appreciate me. Okay, well, how are you doing on healing yourself from past trauma? How are you doing on not projecting onto this new person the pain that others have caused you? How are you doing with that? How are you doing with that? So there has to be a balance here. A balance in relationship, a balance in your healing, a balance in your mental, physical, a balance in your spiritual and emotional. And there has to be this work toward appreciating who you are, and not the stories of your past. The stories of your past, that's something that has happened to you. That is not you. It's not who you are. Who you are, you're going to find in this spot where you start your healing. And I think that's what you're being guided to do for the month of February. It's healing. Healing from the story that you perceive to be you. The story of hurt, the story of pain, the story of uncertainty, the story of grief, the story of abuse, all of that. That is not you. That's something that happened to you a long time ago, and I understand that it hurts because I go through it myself. I went through emotional, physical, and sexual abuse from the age of 4 to 25, so I get it. I understand it. But that is not who we are. We are more than the story that we tell of ourselves. We are more than the story that we tell of ourselves to find people who tell the same story about themselves, and then we go over and over and over and over our stories because it's what we have in common. Don't you want to have something different in common with someone else? Don't you want someone to show you that appreciation and that love and that admiration? So start your healing process and bring a little bit of balance into your life, yeah? Your healing journey starts here. It starts right here in the month of February. So we have it, walking away from what isn't conducive to your happiness and your growth. Walking away from that instability, walking away from the masks that you wear, walking away from the stories of your past, and only taking the bare minimum with you, and then finding things that you're passionate about, allowing people to love you, to appreciate you. The Lovers is just such a connected relationship. It's someone who appreciates you, cares for you, has patience with you. I don't talk about soulmates and karmic relationships and shit like that. I don't. I was always told that a Sagittarian and Cancer shouldn't be together, and the Cancer and I have been together for 9 years. So I don't really go into that whole karmic relationships or soul connection mates or whatever. But I do feel that if we open our hearts and our energy to someone who can relate to us on an emotional, spiritual, creative level, then that person will find us, because the brighter our light shines, the more that they will be attracted to it. And our light starts shining when we start healing, when we start walking away from the things that are not conducive to our happiness and growth, when we start filling our cups up with things that we're passionate about, right? And it feels like as you walk away from these things that aren't conducive to your happiness and growth, you're walking toward this relationship that is about companionship, trust, honesty, appreciation, recognition, love. And it's crazy that with that, we are then able to have the life that we desire. We're able to create a life of balance and stability and happiness and love. But we have to release those burdens that we've been carrying around for quite some time. We have to release all of that anger and pain and hurt. And we have to, and I said it just a few minutes ago, tap into what we're passionate about. What are you passionate about? What makes you desire to go forward? Is it a new home? Is it a new relationship? Is it healing? Is it moving away from the memories of all that chaos and that craziness and that pain and that hurt? Is it, I don't know, is it you being a new you, right? So at some point in time, we have to release the burdens that we've been carrying around, be it the burdens that you have taken on yourself, the burdens that other people have projected onto you. And that temple path, that is the place where you'll recognize what you have to walk away from and what you have to let go in order for these wonderful things to come into your life. And there will be people who will argue with you and who will argue and debate that the changes that you're making aren't good for you, that you should stay a victim to your story, that you should continue to acknowledge these things and appreciate the things that are in your life that you don't want to be in your life, that you shouldn't move away, and that you shouldn't release these burdens, and that you shouldn't get into a relationship, and you shouldn't want a new house, or you shouldn't want your dreams to come true. You shouldn't want to open yourself up for all the great things that Spirit and Source has for you, all the great things that healing can provide. And so now you're in a position of change, and now that there are people in your life who have been taking advantage of you and using you, and they don't want to see you change. They want to keep you vulnerable and unhappy. They want to keep you masked. They want to continue wearing that mask, continue to be chained to the unhappy, unrealistic outcomes. You continue to do that, and will continue to take advantage. And when you decide to take off that mask and to cut that chain and to step out and to be who you truly are and bring a little bit of balance and healing and appreciation and recognition to your life, that's when these people who were taking advantage of you before go, hold on, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? What's happening here? Because there are some things that have been hidden from you, and you really need to pull back that veil and take a look around. And you also really need to recognize your individuality, recognize your strength and your power, and also recognize that you don't have to go against yourself. This isn't a fight. This change isn't a fight. It isn't a challenge. If there's no one on this life path with you who wants to help you release those burdens and bring balance into your life and step away what isn't conducive to your happiness and growth, then you can cut them off. Don't go around compromising your integrity because there are all these people who are trying to fight against you, right? In your mind. And there just may well be people who are trying to stop you from creating the change that you need to create in your life. There are people who may say, there are people who may say that you don't need to change. There are people who may say that you're perfectly comfortable and fine with where you are. There may be people. So if you are going against all of these people and feel the need to fight each and every one of them, what is the outcome of that? What's the outcome of that? Burning bridges, losing friends. And yes, there may be some friends that you're going to be grateful you did lose. But this isn't a journey of going against everyone that you know. This isn't a journey of also going against the people who are there for you, who want to recognize you and appreciate you and help you on your journey. This isn't that type of fight. Now, there may be some people who you will have to remove out of your life and cut off. But I don't think it'll be everyone that you know. So make sure you're picking your battles wisely and make sure you're not burning bridges as you go. Because there could be some people in your life that could be beneficial to you on your journey. So we have the King of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So the King of Cups is someone who very much enjoys life, is a traveler, loves to have fun, very compassionate, very respectful, very grounded, older. And they are here to help you on this journey. They are here to help you recognize what you're able to offer to the world, and that it's okay to accept the appreciation and recognition from others in return. Because sometimes when we are on this healing journey, it's very difficult for us to accept help. It's very difficult for us to be open to appreciation and recognition and help on our healing journey. And the King of Cups is here. So this new relationship that you're establishing here along the way could be with an older water sign. Could be someone who loves to travel, who loves to have fun. Could be someone who is very much a giver, and that allows you the freedom to, or allows you the opportunity to give back to those who were in need just like you were, if that makes sense. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is just preparing for any obstacles that may be on your way in this journey. We talked about defending yourself against people. We're talking about creating a fight where a fight doesn't need to be. It's okay to be prepared, but don't go looking for it, right? If you need to protect yourself from the people who no longer see you as a asset, right? Before they saw you as an asset because they saw you as weak and feeble, and they took advantage. Now that you're powerful and you're strong, and you see that power and that strength within you, now they see you as as a, not as an asset, but as someone that they can no longer take advantage of. So it almost becomes this this fight or this struggle, but it doesn't have to be a fight or a struggle. You cut them off and then you move. You don't invest any more time and energy in arguing or debating or fighting with people than you need to. That's not what this journey is about. It's about releasing responsibilities and obligations, releasing things, burdens that you've been holding on to for quite some time, walking away and letting go. It's not even about defending yourself. It's also about protecting yourself and seeing the power that you truly have within, seeing who you truly are. It's about making moves to create a life of substance, a life that you want, need, and desire, something that you've always been imagining, and you can create that for yourself. You can create that, and there is an older male who wants to help you create that, and he isn't in it to take advantage of you. He isn't in it to harm you. He isn't in it to manipulate you and abuse you and use you. He's in it to help you. To help you. So allow him to help you. Allow him to help you. And it is okay to defend yourself when the need calls for it. Right? It's okay to be prepared. It's okay to protect what you have created for yourself. Relationships, opportunities, abundance, prosperity, and the new house, the new car, the new this, the new that, whatever. It's okay to want to defend that. But don't get so far down that rabbit hole that that's all you spend your time doing. Because this life is to be enjoyed. It is to be fulfilled. It is to be sitting in a place of abundance and gratitude and love and happiness and prosperity. It isn't to be constantly on guard, trying to defend what you have acquired by people who only desire to take. How you deter those people from coming into your energy is that you protect yourself. You protect yourself spiritually, right? You put a big old bubble around yourself and you stay in the energy of love and light. And those people, they aren't attracted to that energy. They are attracted to vulnerability, to sadness. They are attracted to someone who feels like a victim, or like that the world is against them. Kind of maybe how the way you felt before this transformation that you're creating in your life. Right? So learn to love thyself. Learn to appreciate yourself. Start your journeying process. Find out who you truly are. Start peeling back the layers. And when this water energy comes in, who really wants to have fun and live life, and if you're open to it, have fun and live life with them. They're going to, it's almost as if they show you, it's almost as if they open your eyes to what life can be, as opposed to what life was before. Oh, I hope that helps, Capricorn. Have a great and wonderful February. Talk soon.